Jason Mohns has done his fair share of winning on Frank Cush Field, winning the 2014 state championship and 2021 Open Division championship with the Saguaro SaberCats at then Sun Devil Stadium. Now, this field is home. Mohns joined Kenny Dillingham's staff at Arizona State this offseason as tight ends coach. It's a similar move his father, Greg Mohns, made 45 years prior.
I think he would be proud, and I think he would just continue to try to keep me grounded and make sure that I'm being a pro, and he was big on that. I think people that know him know that he was meticulous and he was a pro, and I think I'm trying to continue to get better at those things every day.
Greg Mohns had 18 coaching and personnel stops over his 40-year career that included Arizona State, Oklahoma State, the Kansas City Chiefs, the XFL, and the Canadian Football League.
The physicality on every snap, in between the whistle, smart.
The lessons Jason learned from his father on the field helped him build Saguaro into a national power, and still applies now that he's made the move to Tempe.
Work ethic and attention to detail was big. You know, the way he treated people and that people that were in his inner circle, you know, he would do anything for.
All right, let's go. Hey, fifth dice.
I think he was a great evaluator of talent, you know, and talking about what he looked for in players and players that he recruited, and then when he got into management, and he was the director of pro scouting for the Chiefs and was a assistant GM and player personnel director in the Canadian Football League for a long time. I think that's one of the things that I really got from him was less scheme and X's and O's and drawing plays on paper. It was more talking about personnel and what you look for and the traits that make great players. I think that's one of the things I prided myself on at Saguaro was getting kids in the right spot where they fit, where they not only would help us win at that level, but would have an opportunity to play at the next level.
Got it.
I think that's helped me in recruiting and what I'm looking for, not only physically, but also some of the off the field traits, character traits, and things like that.
But it's not just on the field. Greg Mohns instilled a strong sense of tradition in his son. Greg passed away in 2012 to esophageal cancer, and Jason continues to use that focus on routines to create memories with his own young family.
Christmas, after we did, presents and everything, we'd have lunch, we'd relax for a little bit, and we'd always see a movie Christmas Day. We saw Tombstone, we saw Rocky. It seemed like there was always a dude movie that came out on Christmas Day, but I just think, he taught me how to really love the people that are close to you, to really be loyal, to build traditions and build your own traditions. And we've tried to do that with our family, Sarah and I, with our kids.
Greg Mohns once told his son his favorite coaching spot was at Ventura College, a junior college in Southern California. It wasn't the bright lights of the NFL, but it was the perfect spot to continue coaching and raise a young family.
Now you're gonna push, craft the back.
That conversation rang in Jason's head over the years while at Saguaro. He turned down multiple college assistant coaching jobs over the years and finally made the move to Arizona State because his family could continue to have the quality of life Jason and his father talked about years prior.
You're like, man, I got here at 6 and I didn't get home until 12:30. Those days stack up, but those days aren't all the time. It really follows the recruiting calendar. And then I had 12 straight days off, and this summer I had 4 consecutive weeks off. Never had 4 consecutive weeks off in my life as an adult. If I couldn't still be a great husband and a father, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing right now. And a lot of it's a testament to Coach Dillingham. Part of the reason why this job was right, because I know what kind of person he is. I know what kind of family person he is. I know his family very well and what kind of people they are. And I knew that if I came here and worked, we were gonna work and we were gonna grind. He's an elite competitor and he wants to win and he's gonna hold you to a high standard. But he's not gonna do it at the expense of your ability to be a husband and a father. And that was important to me, and I appreciate that and I respect that.
And now, Jason is standing on the same field in a similar role that his father did 45 years ago, thinking of Dad every time he steps on the sidelines.
If you were one of his friends or you were his family, you never questioned, his loyalty, his love, what he would do for you. That was never a question. I hope people that know me, first and foremost my family, but my friends, I hope they feel the same way about me.